Alright guys, so today's video I'm going to be doing some POV action. So I got this Camry here, has the 3.5 liter V6. I'm going to put 87 in here. And right now gas is $2.69. Alrighty, so the Camry is on empty. I think it had around, I want to say, I think it was at like, how many miles this thing had? I think it was like 3 miles into empty. As you guys can see, it's like completely kind of, well, it's filling up now. But yeah, so yeah, today I'm going to be doing some POV action. Right now I'm just using my iPhone because I left my mount that I'm going to put on my, well, not my mount, but the mount that you attach the GoPro to. So yeah, so we're going to try to see if we can actually get what they say on the window sticker, which is 22 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 26 combined. Right now this car is averaging 9.3 miles to the gallon because I just left the dealership. But this interior is really nice. I showed you guys the Camry before. But yeah, right now we're at $17, $18 now. So this thing is pretty thirsty. So we're gonna fill it all the way up, and then I'm not gonna set the trip computer just now because I have to run back to my house, which I don't stay too far. I stay less than 3 miles away, less than 3 miles. And then once I get on the road, I'm gonna reset the trip computer. But let's see how much this thing takes to fill up. I'm gonna say around $35. That's my guess. If you guys want to guess now, just guess it down in the comment section down below. I'm gonna say $36 or $35 around that range. So right now we're at $31. This V6 is pretty thirsty. If you guys own a V6 Camry, does it kind of hurt to fill this thing up? Okay, so right now we're at $34 or $35 now. So I'm completely off. Okay. Should I do the TFL method? Just wait 30 seconds. Okay, let's just wait 30 seconds. So the fuel can kind of settle down in the tank a little bit. But right now we're looking at $37.22. And she is above, well, the fuel line ends, but she's above it. But this interior is really nice. This is a 9-inch display. This is the XSE trim, so it does offer the V6 with the red interior, panel sunroof, LED lights, of course, which is really nice. I like the red here throughout this interior. So I'm thinking we're gonna do 66 miles in total, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, okay, I think it's been less than 30, more than 30 seconds. My apologies. Let's see what it does. Okay, so $38.14. Alrighty, so put this bad boy back there. Close the fuel cap. All right, so let's get inside and wait. Let's throw this away real quick. If you guys want to see me do more POV driving, just let me know. Even though I haven't started it yet, but I'm just filling up the car with fuel. Oof, I just hit my head. Okay, so start this bad girl up. The V6 sounds pretty good. Like I mentioned, you guys have a V6, just let me know down in the comment section. And do you guys like filling this car? It almost took $40. Like I mentioned for my super review a few weeks ago, gas is up on the rise, and I'm not gonna mention why it's up on the rise, but you guys should know by now. But yeah, this interior is nice. But let's insert the driving footage here of the Camry 3.5 liter V6. Hi guys, so starting off here in the Camry with the 3.5 liter V6. I finally went to my house. I grabbed the GoPro, the thing. I'm going to insert a picture of me. I look like a fool with this thing on my head, but you know, everything for you guys. So this is POV. This is my second time filming POV on the channel. I filmed some POV before when I drove a 2020 Chevy Silverado that I rented for like a couple of days a few months ago. As you guys can see, I'm up back here on Old Color. If you guys are familiar with the South Florida area, this is like a back road here. Right now I'm averaging 31.6 miles to the gallon. The fuel economy is rated at 22 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 26 combined. So right now I'm averaging pretty good fuel economy. On the back road, it's called Oak Cutlet, like I mentioned. The speed limit back here is at 40 miles per hour. I do have great visibility out of the Camry here, even over my right shoulder. This does have the panoramic sunroof till I light into this cabin here. We're going to be driving a little bit north, I think around 30 miles north. I filled the car up, like I mentioned. This car took $38, I think it was. $38 or $39, I forgot, guys. And right now we have 255 miles until empty. As you guys can see, this thing is completely full. And there's a couple cars in front of me, but I'm going to set the cruise control here. And let's see if it's gonna follow the road here. No, it's it will. I thought it wasn't, but it will. So yes, I didn't know that Toyota safety system actually used that you can use on curved roads. I didn't know that. As you guys see, my hands are off the wheel, but I recommend keeping your hands on the steering wheel. As you guys can see, the system did alert me to keep my hands on the steering wheel. I do have the cruise control set, but I'm gonna increase it until 43 miles per hour. I think the speed limit on this road is 40 miles per hour, so I'm going to go 3 miles over the speed limit just to keep up with traffic. But there's someone behind me. This does have Toyota Safety Sense, so it does include forward collision warning with active lane keeping assist, lane departure, road cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring as well. This also offers a heads-up display. I'm not sure if the GoPro is going to be able to pick it up. If you guys wonder what that beep is, that's the lane departure. It's letting me know that I'm kind of drifting off or whatnot. But I think it's just because of the markings in the road. But the Toyota system is doing a really good job of keeping me in the lanes. I don't feel like it's ping-ponging me. And the car is braking for me right now. My foot is nowhere near the brake or the accelerator. But if you guys have ever used the Toyota safety system before, you know that once someone stops in front of you, the car will stop. Depends on the gap that you have the car set to. But you know, everyone will use the system a little differently to their liking. But the ride quality from the Camry here is really good. I have no complaints, even though we're going over some harsh pavements here. The ride quality is really good. As you guys can see, beautiful scenery back here. It's a kind of a twisty road in a sense. In Miami, we don't have like windy roads like in the mountains or anything like that, but we do have a couple of twisty roads here and there. And the car, like I mentioned, it will accelerate and brake for you. As you guys can see, my foot was nowhere near the throttle. But the ride quality here, like I mentioned, is really good. The steering feel is really good. It's playful, it's numb, but you definitely can feel what the front tires are doing. The seats in here, they're comfortable as well. They're only 3-level heated seats, not cool seats. You have to go for a cool weather package. And honestly, the lane departure is kind of annoying me a little bit. I'm just gonna turn that off because I'm not sure why it's beeping so aggressively. I'm not sure why it's beeping like that, but it's kind of annoying me a little bit. Right now I'm averaging 31.4 miles to the gallon. And look at that Suburban. Oh my God, that thing is so nice. But yeah, back here is really quiet. There's a couple of potholes in certain areas, but the Camry just, keeps it chugging along. I'm not going to be on the highway or anything like that. This is mainly going to be city driving in this video. And right now I'm averaging pretty good here on the 3.5 liter V6. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you guys have a Camry with the V6 engine, let me know what you guys think about the fill-ups. It took, I think, between $38 and $39 to fill this thing up. Me personally, I don't think that's a lot for fuel, but gas prices is going up nowadays, so yeah, fuel is going to be really expensive in the near future. But I have no complaints. The Camry ride is pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the exterior styling. You guys know that by now. But the driving dynamics of this car is really good. And you guys will see all types of cars back here. For example, look at that Kia Stinger. You got a Mercedes GLE. Right there, you got a Jaguar F-Pace. Like, you will see all types of cars back here. The houses are massive. You guys can see And I look over here and over here as well. Big, nice houses. Camry, the Toyota's driver's assistance is phenomenal. I like it, but I'm not sure why the car kept beeping for the lane departure. Maybe because the markings on the road, this is what I'm thinking, is they're faded and the car is like, okay, where is the markings? Because it's using the radar sensoring in front of the car. But yeah, the scenery back here is really beautiful. And for all the people that stay in cold states and you guys are like, dang, Miami looks so nice, this is really what it looks like in certain parts. But yeah, just driving, it's really good. It's quiet back here, quiet interior. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at you guys in a few minutes and see what we're averaging. Okay guys, so update, we're in downtown Miami right now and I'm averaging 26.8 miles to the gallon. Yes, the fuel economy kind of dropped because I had to do a little bit of passing because there were some slow moving cars. But yeah, this is how downtown Miami looks. So if you guys have never seen it, here is a nice little visual. There's some buildings here, there's some police officers, the Metro Rail, or Metro Mover, my apologies. But just really good scenery. I had let the windows down, but I'm gonna close everything and I'm gonna shut the panoramic sunroof here and turn back on the AC here. Sure, the music started playing. But the windows are up. I have the AC back on. My apologies, I'm fiddling with the mic here. And you guys probably, what is that sound? But yeah, so right now I don't have the cruise control set, but let me do that right now as I'm driving. Set. I'm gonna increase it a little bit. I'm gonna put it at 30 miles per hour. That is what the speed limit is. And this is US 1. We went from Old Cutler Road to US 1. They kind of do intercept together. I'm sorry, the cruise control kind of disabled itself. I'm not sure why. But I'm gonna set it to 30 miles per hour again. Okay, now it sets for 30. Like I mentioned, this does have lane departure, lane keeping assist, active stern assist, so it will keep you in the lanes, but it will not change lanes for you. I'm not sure what Toyota doesn't offer that just yet. Maybe in the next driver's assistance, they might offer the auto lane change for you, like Tesla and Cadillac. But this is not a true free hands driving, and this is what people in Miami do. They just get in front of you, no signal, no nothing. But Cadillac is the only one that actually you can have your hands taken off the steering wheel for a long period of time. You can definitely do that with Cadillac. Tesla, they let you do it, but then they time you with the driver's assistance. With the hands-free function. The trip computer is now saying that I'm averaging 26.4 miles to the gallon, and basically until empty, I have 245 miles of range left. So the Camry with the V6 is really fuel efficient if you don't have a heavy foot. I do have a heavy foot, but I've just been doing really good since I'm trying to do this fuel economy loop here. So far, I think we went over 20 miles. So far. It's 10:48 here in Miami, so there's gonna be some traffic, and right now I'm sitting in traffic. So I'm just gonna let the cruise control do its thing because I don't feel like operating the brake and accelerator. But the car is gonna do that for me. Yeah, so right now it's 10:48, like I mentioned. There is some traffic here in downtown Miami, which is always traffic on US 1. Yeah, so if you guys are familiar with downtown Miami, you guys know this thing gets super congested at any time of the day, and you guys will hear a lot of screeching of the tires because people over here cannot drive. Regarding this pickup truck that was in front of me that cut me off. And then you have moped people that does that. People are stupid. But yes, like I mentioned, this is rush hour traffic in a sense. As you guys can see, going south, but I'm going north, of course. Traffic is at basically a standstill on that part of the road there. But I'm gonna get behind this Tundra here, and that Tundra looks like it has red seats. Like I mentioned, you guys are gonna see a bunch of cars. As you guys can see, the new Escalade there, which is really nice. You have a Porsche here. So there's some really interesting cars here in Miami. But yeah, so just looking at the beautiful scenery here. This is downtown. We're going over this bridge here. And I've been driving the car in normal mode. I haven't put it in sport mode or eco mode or anything like that, but it's just been in completely just only normal mode. But yeah, I know I look crazy with this GoPro on my head. People have been looking at me really crazy. They're like, what the hell is this on your head? And now that I noticed this, I've been driving the car a little bit longer. The fuel economy is dropping, because I just told you guys I was averaging 26.9, I think it was. And I'm averaging 25.9. So it's dropping. The fuel economy in the city is 22. 32 on the highway and 26 combined. I'm just keeping this at city driving. No, there's no highways or anything like that. This is just between 30 to 45 mile per hour zones. So yeah, this is the fastest I've been going. It's probably like 45, 46 miles per hour. And like I mentioned, I'm in traffic. This is what you will basically commute through the city a lot. If you live in a congested area like this, like how it is in downtown Miami, there's a lot of construction going on and a lot of people moving around, pedestrians, cyclists as well. So this is what you guys are gonna deal with on an everyday basis if you live in a congested city like this. And like I mentioned, the fuel economy is gonna keep dripping, is gonna keep going down. As you guys can see ahead of me, there's a lot of traffic. So the fuel economy is gonna go down. Right now I'm at 25.6 miles to the gallon. I'm at 25.6 miles to the gallon. So like I mentioned, it's dropping down because now I'm sitting in traffic here. I'm not really moving too much. But yeah, so yeah. And you guys can hear a lot of that, a lot of horn blowing and people using profanity, because this is how it is to live in the city. It's very congested. A lot of angry people driving right now. But yeah, overall, I have no problems with the Camry. I drove this car plenty of times. The steering feels really good. I like this red interior. This is the XSE model with the V6, of course. The V6 does get really good fuel economy if you're not pushing it, like how, you know, if you guys are on the highway or something like that, over 65 miles an hour, but you guys are just doing commute driving, you do get really good fuel efficiency. This is a 9-inch display. It does offer Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The screen response, the touchscreen response here is really fast and snappy. There's a volume tune knob there. This is wireless phone charger. I like the red, like I mentioned, the seats are supported, they're comfortable. I really didn't have to adjust the seats since I've been driving the car. I've just been sitting in the same position here. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys, because right now I'm stuck in traffic. I'm gonna be stuck in traffic for another 20 to 30 minutes. And I don't wanna bore you guys with just upping the footage or fast forwarding the footage. So I would like to give a special thanks to South Day Toyota for providing me with the Camry XSE with the V6 underneath the hood. Toyota does offer a 4-cylinder version. Right now I'm averaging 25 miles to the gallon, but Toyota does offer a 4-cylinder that does get better fuel economy compared to this big old V6 here. But yeah, like I mentioned, check out South Day Toyota if you guys are interested in a new or pre-owned vehicle, and make sure you guys ask for Wilford. And I catch you all in the next video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram.